Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James, and I'm again joined by Damo and Paul. He's just slowly dying on the side here. So we're coming to you today to talk about video game movies, and it's mostly fueled by the fact that we've recently gotten a trailer or teaser, whatever, for the upcoming Tomb Raider reboot of the reboot. I don't know.
You've got a
reboot movie franchise based on the reboot of the video game franchise.
So you've got a movie based on the latest video game franchise, which would have been just so much easier.
So, yeah,
like
based on that, well, yeah. The trailer looked pretty sweet.
The trailer looked amazing.
I'm a little dubious only because of the fact that even the Assassin's Creed trailer looked pretty decent at the beginning, and then the movie was subpar. Prince of Persia looked pretty decent, then it was subpar.
Yeah, but
there's certainly more promise in this particular one, I think. Even
Yes.
Warcraft looked alright, and I thought, oh, Blizzard's backing it.
yeah. You can keep talking and then I'll have my...
Oh no, I was literally about to throw to you. So, firstly, you think Tomb Raider could be alright?
I think Tomb Raider can be fine, only because of the way the game went. The way the game changed, it was much more of a storytelling kind of feel, very much more cinematic feeling game. You know, it'd be the same as if Uncharted or...
That movie is stuck in development hell at the moment.
Yeah, it always will be. I don't know, what's another game that's...
Story heavy.
Yeah, like Last of Us. Things like that could make really good movies because it's almost linear in a sense, you know, and it is enveloped in the story, like, you know, it's there, and it's very cinematic in its appearance and its looks and its feel. Everything about it is like playing through a movie. So I think that, you know, where every other video game movie's ever suffered, like Prince of Persia, it's like, yes, it's a really cool action-y kind of game. It's like, but like, you can't really replicate that. And Assassin's Creed,
same problem.
A little bit of Michael Bay. Don't get me wrong, I love Michael Bay. Man's a god. But you know, they went
good TV show.
They went and they just did this weird, like, oh, let's just change it up a little bit, like with the, you know, how we run. It's like, no, you had a perfect storyline there. You could have just replicated Assassin's Creed 1 into a movie. It would have been fine. But they went, oh no, we need to make it different. So, like, you know...
So it can stand alone and it's
like,
more accessible to film audiences.
No! The people that are going to see this are the people that already know what the franchise is. The people that are going to see it outside of the gaming franchise, but that are always going to be the people that are like, oh, what'd you think? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, man, I love the game. The movie stayed very true to it. You look at Captain Underpants. It has been out since before April in America, and we just got it here in Australia, so apologise. It's just proving that piracy works.
What about Captain Underpants, though?
The movie is very charming. It's very true to the book. It's, you know, it's beautiful. It's animated, comedy, everything fits in it very well. You didn't have to change anything to it. Whereas, you know, they do this with games because it's like, oh, it needs to be more accessible to the audience. Like, the audience is already there. Like, you know.
Look, it does make it easier if you're leveraging a story or a heavier story in some of those games. So, which made me
plenty good story though.
Their story's kind of rubbish in the games because of their stupid animus and let's look at the real world. No, it's rubbish. Let's just focus on a self-contained story about what's going on with whoever the assassin might happen to be.
Exactly. They could have just gone Assassin's Creed 1, let's remove the animus, let's just live through the eyes of Altair. And then they can put it on CBS News or whatever.
We're
going to keep going with that.
Do you feel like there's any more franchises, any that spring to mind that are kind of ripe for the picking that you think would fit pretty well in film?
Yes.
And go on. What
I think that Warcraft still has very large potential to make a comeback.
So why do you think that didn't work?
Because
I haven't seen it.
The cinematics in that game are amazing, yeah? Any Blizzard fan will agree. Cinematics in any movie like that are just, they're amazing. StarCraft 2, even Warcraft 3 has amazing cinematics. but then we go, hey, we're going to use real people and not CG. Why? The orcs were all CG. Why didn't you just go full CG? Why not go full CG characters in a real life environment or something like that? Like, I don't... Past this point where, you know, like, you look at Lord of the Rings and you're like, holy shit.
And that was early 2000s.
Like, dude, that's real physical makeup on a lot of those people. Why isn't that being a thing? Like, War of Mordor, whatever it's called. Shadows of Mordor. That would be a really cool movie. Right for the picking, but I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like you can't really have the Nemesis system, which is
one of the main pillars. Yeah. I think some of the issues that some of the games where a particular mechanic is important, that's where it'll fall over. So something like Shadow of Mordor wouldn't really work for.
I'd really like to see the Tetris movie. That'd be fantastic. I think that would that'd be a real hard hitting,
really emotional
blockbuster. Get it? Anyway,
real emotional. Gonna get you right in the feel sort of thing.
Yeah, no, like the old he was one block off. One block. But no, like I think like because I loved the storyline of Warcraft. It's an amazing story. It's fantastic. But like, what was the point? Like, you made the humans look so small and pitiful. Where it's like, well, no, they may not have been as big as the orcs, but you could have at least armored them up, made them look big. You know, like a threat, not like, you know, paper.
Yeah, fair enough. Are there any that really strike out to you? Not just being mediocre like a lot of these films, but just genuinely horrific. And are there any that have scarred you in any particular way?
Doom didn't
Rock.
necessarily scar me, but it kind of just annoyed me. It was like, oh, sweet, Doom, this is going to be a sweet movie. Like, you know, it's 15 minutes of first person. That was amazing. Like, you know, watching a movie.
That was cool.
First person. But, like, the storyline, it's like, oh, yeah, you know, it's a virus.
No, it's not.
Why did it have to be a virus?
Yes.
Why couldn't it be they opened the gates of hell? Why did you have to stray from that storyline? And then, what other video game movies have come out?
Mortal Kombat.
Super Mario Kombat, the first one was fantastic. Super Mario Brothers, I don't give a shit how much hate I'm about to cop for this. That movie is sweet. It has nothing to do with the game, in a sense, apart from they're the Mario Brothers. But it's fun. It was a fun adventure. Like, you know, you can't put Super Mario Brothers, like, even the cartoon was pretty, like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, I mean, I like it, but I like that stuff, you know? It'd be like right now if they made Sonic a movie.
They can't even make... Outside of Mania, they can't even make the games properly. So let's not go down that path.
So, you know what I mean? Like, what else? What else has there been?
There's a few of those that I rattled off before, prior to when Prince of Persia came along. I think about the previous Tomb Raider movies and those sorts of things.
Oh, the previous Tomb Raider movies. See, I found them fun and adventurous.
I can't really think of many that were in the middle there that have come out.
Like, you know, people are like, oh, it's over the top or it's dumb. It's like, you're there to watch and entertain. You're not there to watch... If you want to watch real shit, don't go to an action movie.
Yeah.
These are popcorn, blockbusting... Like, that's... Michael Bay has that shit down locked, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, he can't introduce characters in the Transformers movies. They just appear, and then you're like, oh, I've obviously have some form of connection to this guy because he's good. Like, I must feel for him. Like, nah, he just does it. And then he blows things up and he puts boobies in your face and product placement. And, you know, it's... I'm not sitting there going, man, this is the movie of the year, but I'm entertained. I'm sitting there cheering the action. I mean, I think that's what we need to do. We need to take ourselves out of it. But when you have a video game movie, there's a bit that you just can't kind of take yourself out of it. Like, I mean, the first Tomb Raider movies was fine with me because I barely played the Tomb Raider games. So I didn't know really...
Yeah, I didn't really know.
Like, I think the cool thing was always that it starts off real, but it's got that supernaturally...
edge to it.
Shit going on. It's like, I like this. This is cool. You know, and that floats my boat. Like, of course, sometimes CG hurts more than it does well.
Yeah.
Like I think Batman Begins, when they went back with more physical effects,
right.
people were like, "Whoa, what the hell is this?" And it's like, this is
Real
half
life,
the price and better because I can add more of it.
Yeah.
I have to spend $60,000 a day on computer guys rendering stuff for me, But I mean, look, my nightmare is almost a reality with Ready Player One coming out.
Oh yeah, true. I forget that's becoming a movie.
Because what was his name?
Who?
Spielberg.
Oh,
Spielberg was like, okay, at the end, like the announcement trailer, I think it's San Diego Comic-Con. Don't quote me on this. I'm just reading a tweet. But he's like, I can't believe that he got up and he was like, okay, I want you to call out every reference that you know. Just say, I got it. So this dude is trying to enjoy the trailer and all he's hearing is people go, I know that, I know that, I know that. And I get that's just going to be the stupid feeling that we're going to get from this movie. I haven't read the book yet. Kind of want to, but I think I want to see the movie first, see if it's terrible, and then go like, okay, let's read this.
Let's polish this up, make it a bit better now.
Yeah.
My personal stance on this whole thing, look, there's still a little bit of room to improve, well, a lot of room to improve when it comes to video game movies, but I feel like TV is an opportunity that's probably not being explored as much as it should. I remember early in the year, or was it late last year, where Netflix announced that they're making a Witcher TV series.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. The way that series kind of works, especially with the fact that it's a big open world thing, there's lots of sub-stories within the whole thing. Like to have standalone episodes that would be the arc of whatever hunt that Geralt's going on.
You
that
want Supernatural.
No, because it won't always be like that.
No, I'm just saying, the TV show is Supernatural.
Yeah.
The beginning, when they just go out and they're just hunting, but there's kind of an overarching thing. That kind of set up for The Witcher, which is that
I suppose, yeah, that could work.
kind of what you want. Sometimes it's just going to be a filler episode, but it's still something amazing to watch.
Yeah, it could be him still taking
I agree with that. There's definitely TV, and Netflix has been nailing their standalone things. Even the Castlevania thing was pretty cool.
Apparently that's a bit divisive somewhere along the way. I know I've got it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but
Look, I mean, I haven't played all the Castlevania.
I've heard some people have glowing things to say, and then others say, "Oh, it's mediocre." But the fact that they're not saying it's bad means it's kind of somewhere in that.
Opinions, everyone's got one.
So
Hashtag Donald Trump.
I don't know. I feel like there's more room for these, not just those games, but just games across the board to maybe explore TV a little bit because of the format that allows you to kind of have a more self-contained story and allows you over time. Because a film you've got probably 2.5 hours tops.
That's a lot to cram
and that's a long
in.
movie. It's a lot of character development and all that sort of stuff. Whereas a TV series, you can just gradually get to know these people at your own pace, at the creator's own pace, and then when something does happen, a big death or whatever it happens to be, it hits you.
What I like about Netflix too is they don't just sit there and they go, okay, let's do Game of Thrones.
I've not had a big moment watching a film. I've had lots of them watching TV though.
Yeah.
It's because you build up an affinity with these characters. Be it a big death or whatever. So I feel like maybe for games, especially the thing is they're trying to build an attachment with characters and they're not succeeding when it comes to these movies. Maybe TV is a better format.
Yeah, TV works. Definitely works. No one should deny you on that one. Especially if it's done right. What I love about Netflix is just they don't blow their budget on the season finale.
Yeah.
They didn't do the Game of Thrones the other season where it was nothing happened and then we got almost an hour 40 long episode. Yeah. Everything happened in that one episode. It was well, this is kind of dumb.
Stretch it out.
Where was the things that happened in between the season? And I said it was one of the worst season. A lot of people shit canned me. And it was well, it's an opinion, but I like that when TV shows can actually throw in those side spiral bombs and things you look at the X-Men movies. I mean, this is going comic book, but the original X-Men movies, nothing happens until the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's what am I watching this for?
Yeah, I can just walk in with 15 minutes to go and then go. And
That's
then
it. I already know the characters. I've known them forever. Like,
oh, look, I get the idea of being able to create these things, whether it's film or TV or whatever, to kind of capture the interest of those who weren't.
yeah, but don't a
established
sub
fans,
boss here and there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just give me something. Give me a chase scene or well whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Looking over at your bookshelf, I just saw Gears of War, and I think that would make it fantastic.
Yeah.
Probably TV show would go.
Oh, come on.
Go better. But like and that's the thing. Like, can you get another Marcus? Like that voice.
Yeah.
Like
John
that's
DiMaggio. Yeah, I don't know.
that's a hard thing to like do with anything. Is like, we have these characters and it's like, oh, it's sweet. It's like Nathan Drake. Everyone's like, no, Nathan Fillion.
Look, he probably would be the best, but doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you block out a whole bunch of other people. People are going to be open to change and that sort of stuff too.
Like,
people get too protective there, be it comic books or video games or whatever it happens to be. You can't deviate from that at all because it's going to taint the series. No, like there's room to change these things to suit the medium that you put in.
Look at Batman versus Superman, Superman versus Batman, whatever. Dawn of Justice. Everyone's like, oh, Ben Affleck sucks. He's gonna be a shit Batman. And then that really second trailer came out where they showcased him like beating the shit out of people like in the most brutal Batman manner, and it's like, I didn't say Ben Affleck sucked it. He's fucking awful. You said that. And it's like, plug it at your butt. Same as the new Star Wars. Anything they do, like people have these expectations, and it's just like, Netflix has almost done nothing wrong by me so far. I would trust them with if they were to turn around and be like, yo, we're making a Zone of the Enders anime. I'd be like, that's cool. Don't do it live action. That's the other problem, is the live action things that shouldn't be live actioned. Like, say they went, hey, we're making a live action Persona movie. It's like, what are you doing? It's an animated game.
Yeah, because it's the anime sort of style that's what makes it what it is.
Yeah. Like, and I don't know. I don't know what other games they could just pick up. I mean, Red Dead
the big
would be cool.
The big question mark, the one that comes up all the time, is Zelda. Will it ever happen?
No,
I hope not either.
And look, for those that say Link never talks, you realise that you talk, yeah? You're playing Link, so you talk for him. That's how it works.
And also, if you ever played those CDI games, come on.
Hey, I'm Link! Whoa! Yeah, no, but that's it. Like, Link talks because you're Link. So don't give him a voice because you're his voice. Yeah? And it's just like, that would be ruined straight away if they put him into an actual movie.
I still remember that year that IGN, for April Fool's Day, rolled out a CG one, and it looked fantastic, and everyone bought into it. And then it came out a day or two later that it was fake. And hearts kind of broke everywhere.
It's the one April Fool's joke
that
got me. Because I didn't know it came out on April Fool's.
We get thrown off by it all the time because we're already the next day.
Then, as George Takei said, it's like April, the one time a month, like, that people actually fact check.
Yeah.
So just live your life. Like,
don't believe
every day. It's April
Don't
Fool's.
believe anything you read on April 1st or 2nd, just because.
Just don't believe anything you read on the internet until you fact checked it, unless it's obviously coming from these guys or yours truly. Hashtag fake news.
South Park coming to Switch.
Hashtag fake news. Far out. There was another game that I was thinking that would be really cool. What were we talking about? Legend of Zelda. Well, I mean, can you imagine a Final Fantasy X movie? Like, hey.
Oh, that laughing sequence.
That laughing sequence. Mwah! That beautiful, beautiful moment that everybody shits on.
Because it's awful.
It's not. It's fantastic. Have you ever done that with somebody?
I've laughed loud with someone, but not in the way they...
See? Yeah. You laughed. It made you happy.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's so bad.
No, I don't think Final Fantasies could make a good movie unless they did their own standalone.
It needs
things.
like those sort of things. Like Final Fantasy's done it, but it's been supplement. Like I'm not talking about the Spirits Within, that trash. I'm talking about the Kingblade one that came out last year to go alongside Final Fantasy 15, the game. Like,
No,
kind of that supplementary sort of thing, like filling gaps. That was cool because it was, but it was. It's not like those other films that we're talking about where it's written to kind of get other audiences into a video game. This is for the fans of Final Fantasy 15. Here's this other thing, and
exactly.
So we don't have to try and appeal to all these other people.
Jak and Daxter. I love Jak and Daxter. I think they have a great little narrative. I mean, platformers are kind of hard to pull off.
Story's not really.
But like, there was a story behind
Crash.
Jak and Daxter. Like, you know what I mean?
It's just Naughty Dog being Naughty Dog. They're awesome.
Yeah, they are pretty fandango. Grim Fandango.
No, probably not.
Monkey Island. I think they made Monkey Island.
Because what are you going to have some sequence like with any Tim Schafer point and click where it's just all of a sudden you're stuck at this thing and he's just mashing random objects into shit. Go, I don't know what's working, so I'm just trying to. Oh, look, and then move on. I reckon on that note, though, that wraps up the episode.
It does.
So, video game movies. Let us know in the comments if there's any that you're either A, been a fan of that have already come out, or B, believe should become a film. Let me know what you're thinking about this Tomb Raider reboot of a reboot movie.
Oh, it's
and otherwise, Tacos Talks on Twitter, Paul James P2 on Twitter. Make sure to visit the site, Player2AU on Twitter. Make sure to visit the website, player2.net.au for all the awesome written content. There'll be a bunch of reviews already starting to roll out because there's heaps of stuff that's already coming out this October. Like, share, and subscribe. We can catch up with weekly episodes of this shit show. Patched. The Video Games Club. The Insider. There's weekly Player 2 Plays videos. I think we might even be going bi-weekly, which is kind of cool. We're getting more and more content there. It's good. But otherwise, that is it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.